Yo, what is up guys, Gray here, and today we've got our week 10 battle of the UPBA. We're going up against my good friend Trog and his New York Yampers in this league. He has used so many different team names over the years that I tend to forget, but yeah, New York Yampers in this league. Honestly, this team that he has got, I don't know if I've done a team builder or not, hopefully I did, but his team is absolutely terrifying, and I took one look at the matchup, was like, yeah, I don't win this. So our build is not necessarily to get a big win, but hopefully to pick up a win. The plan is, that's a Tauros, that's a bit annoying. The plan is to get momentum and never lose momentum. So I don't see a zoom rule, so that's fantastic, that's a good start. His switch-ins to Hydreigon are one less. However, he does still have switch-ins to Hydreigon, which is a bit annoying. I think my lead probably stays the same. I did bring the Swampert, which is kind of annoying because I was hoping just to be able to Volt Switch for free. I was thinking he might bring the Azumarill instead and just use his Raikou as like his bulky pivot for it. Nidoqueen is just here to do damage. So do I just want to lead off with Nidoqueen? Does Nidoqueen die to Choice Banded Urshifu? Because it's going to be adamant, it's probably going to be Choice Banded and it's probably going to get a kill every time it's in. Where's my Nidoqueen? There it is. Urshifu. I want to say it probably just dies. There's a strong chance. Yeah. If it's Jolly, maybe not. But anything else, yes, it will drop. I think maybe I'll lead off with Galvantula, but then if he leads off with Urshifu, I think I've got to lead off. I got to lead off with Hydreigon. I could lead off with. Actually, I can lead off with Hatterene instead. But the way I'm going to play this game effectively is I got to get momentum, and once I got it, I got to keep it. I can't afford to lose it at any point, because once we lose momentum, we are in for a bad time. But yeah, good luck, have fun to Trog. I'm going to lower my mic a little bit because it's in the way. And yeah, hopefully we don't get battered here, but honestly, this is just a rough matchup. Shrek 2, that is the Swampert. Okay. That is a fine lead for me because it does prevent rocks. I don't particularly like rocks on my side of the field, so I will definitely take that. I'm going to Baton Pass, expecting him to want to switch. If he just goes for a Liquidation, he goes for a Liquidation. I go into Galvantula and just click Energy Ball. We actually outspeed. Is he minus speed on this? Well then, we outspeed the Swampert. So yeah, he's got to be minus speed. There's no way otherwise that he'd be able to actually outspeed me. That sucks. He doesn't go for a fighting or an ice type move here, so I'm just going to go into Hydra. Well, it turns out I outspeed, and I could, if I had it, click Giga Drain on that turn, and he's going to roar. Okay, that would be why. That makes sense. I mean, he would have roared himself out. Goes into Entei, that's the worst case scenario. That's the last thing I wanted to come out. I'm just going to go hard into Hatterene. Don't want to do that. I mean, he probably wants to try and set up rocks here. Like, if I can get rocks on his side of the field, amazing, but he may also just go for a Liquidation. I wish I was a bit more defensively invested in my Hatterene, but if he roars again, that's not a terrible situation. He does go for the rocks, okay. So he can bounce the rocks back. That's actually really nice, because it forces a defog. And if he does get the rocks up on my side of the field, it means that I'm in a better position. I could just go for a Mystical Fire on this turn. And he roared last time. I do kind of expect the Corviknight to come in. I'm just going to click Psyshock. Corviknight probably does come in here. Clear rocks. He's going to flip turn, so he doesn't actually... I don't actually outspeed him. But... fully expecting the Corvin. But do I just want to... I'm going to see actually whether or not he's Spadef on this. I would assume he is. 16 to 19 if he is Spadef. Worst case scenario is he predicts me to go for Psyshock here and goes into Urshifu. But I feel like it's incredibly risky. Because I can quite easily just go for Dazzling Gleam. Like, cool. Seems like the... Okay, he actually goes into Slaking. That's actually better. So he takes a bit of Rock Chip. He's going to take the Psy Shock as well. That's some good damage. And I don't really want to stay in. I don't really want to... Like, the whole point of my team is that I don't particularly switch out. I could Psy Shock again. What do I need this for? Realistically, it's just to stop rocks going up. Do I die to anything Slowking wants to throw off here? Sludge Bomb will do a lot of damage. Sludge Bomb does a lot. I'm just going to Psy Shock again. I could lose my Hatterene here, but I realistically don't want to take damage on anything else in my team. I'm going to do some good damage, and he does just go for a Sludge Bomb. Depending on his investment, yeah, it does just knock me out. So, I was at, what, 120? So, 74. So, he has to have some investment for that to have knocked me out. I can bring in... I can bring this in. That kind of sucks losing that early. I could have just popped Tom past, but honestly that seemed kind of risky. Earth Power would be like the optimal play. I think the Corviknight maybe comes in. If the Corviknight is to come in, I can Fire Blast or Thunder. Honestly, I think Corviknight coming in is fine. I can just Earth Power. He is going to withdraw. And it goes into this one, but that's why I didn't want to Thunderbolt. If this is Spadef, it's going to take it relatively well. We are Life Orb Modest. Yeah, it takes that actually much better than I would have liked. And he's going to get rocks up on my side of the field now because I don't have the Hatterene. Rocks seem very likely. I'm just going to go out into Hydreigon. Like, this is a rough start to the game. Losing Hatterene does kind of suck. Should have Baton Blast, but honestly it was a tough thing for me to switch it into. Maybe could have gone into Hydra actually. But I don't want to take damage on Hydra. And he does get free rocks. Like, he does get free rocks here. Actually, just flips turns. Flips turns? Yep. That's English. He flip turns. And well, let's go into like Tauros maybe. Maybe Tauros. Maybe Raikou. Raikou seems kind of likely. That is the Tauros. Draco will knock this out. Unless he's like a Soul Vest or something. If he is, then that's a great bait. If he is Scarfed, I did not think about that. Okay, he is not Scarfed, good. That was risky. And yeah, that's just going to drop. Nice. So we do get rid of one of the things that are quicker than my Galvantula, which is great. And he knows we're Scarfed and locked in. So it could be time to pick a sack. It could be pick a sack time. Urshi goes into Corviknight. That's fine by me. Takes a bit of rocks. And he may just U-turn. He can U-turn if he wants. That's actually fine. I kind of want to make the aggressive play. Do I make an aggressive play? Or do I just make a sort of middle ground? I think Nidoqueen is kind of fine. Yeah, I think Nidoqueen is fine. Because Nido puts arguably more pressure on. He just goes for a defog. Okay. Could have got my my Entei in for free. But it is what it is. Nidoqueen's still not a bad thing to have in at all. And I'm gonna Fire Blast. Fire Blast into Earth Power might knock out Swampert. I think Swampert is AV. No, it's not AV, it's especially defensive even. Not. We've seen Stealth Rock, so there's no chance. And again, if this stays in, we get to see whether or not he's especially defensive on this. He does stay in, we hit the Fire Blast, and that does not look Spadef. So he's just going to U-turn, that's great for me. Like, nearly everything is in range of like Dark Pulse now, from Hydra. I just need that Urshifu gone. Urshifu and Raikou I think are two things that I just need gone. Urshifu can come in, 100% Urshifu can come in. I actually sacked off my close combat switching, which was kind of dumb. If I get rid of his Swampert, then I can spam electric moves with my Galvantula. So, yeah. There's the Urshifu. Now it's time to sack something. Do I sack this? No, I don't sack this. But what do I sack? That is the question. It's going to be a sack game at this point, effectively. Wicked Blow... he just close combats, surely. Wicked Blow would hit this. What is my Galvantula doing at this point? Honestly, it's not doing too much. I think Galvantula is fine, and we get to see whether or not he's Choice Scarf. Unless he clicks Wicked Blow here. If he clicks Wicked Blow, then he just kills me. Straight up just kills me. Close combat, so we actually should live this. Alright, Galvantula against an Urshifu. Close combat. So that is 100% banded. Bug Buzz looks relatively free. I could go for Bug Buzz. How much is that doing? That's doing a lot of damage to this. If he's got a Sucker... No, I just said he's banded. Does 2 Bug Buzzes actually knock out Corviknight? I think I'm asking a lot. It didn't look particularly Spadef. I mean, there's a chance. I'm just going to go for Bug Buzz. It's a good middle ground play. Actually, that could just be Adamant. Shrek 2. Okay, that's fine. Because this should still do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a 2 KO. It's lefties. We probably saw lefties before when I said it potentially was AV. He's going to know with modest specs, but Corviknight is actually quite weakened. With this weakened as well, that's like actually pretty ideal. Like if he just sacks this off here, that would be best case scenario for me. But I can always save Galvantula for a sack later. I don't think, however, Bug Buzz is going to 2-hit KO Corviknight from the range it was at. It did take a lot of damage, but I don't think... Actually, no, rocks aren't up anymore. He's just going to let this go down. That's the best case scenario. Because I can bring in Galvantula later, and I can just start spamming electric moves. No, Volt Switch is very free, because I know rocks aren't going to go up. Nidoqueen becomes better after that. My Hydra becomes better after that. If Hatterene was still around, then maybe that would be better as well, but unfortunately that is not around. It goes out into this. I mean, this will outspeed me. 100% outspeeds me. I have... Like, I can just go into... So I could sack this off. My thought process is I can sack this off. I can actually spam fire moves for absolute free with Entei now. That could be a good win con. I can sack this and then go into Nidoqueen because that gives him like no switches. I'm gonna see the Scold. I don't think that Specs Scold will knock out my Nidoqueen. I'm just going to check before I make that play. I can also Dark Pulse, but Dark Pulse allows the Urshifu back in. Let's just have a quick look. Scold from Choice Specs. We're at 178 on Nidoqueen. It should not knock us out. Should knock us out, so realistically, Earth Power is 3. Like, even if Corviknight comes in, even if it comes in, I just knock that out. If I knock out Corviknight, then I can spam Draco. My hope here is that he tries to get a kill with Scold. But I think he just sacks Corviknight. I think this is far more valuable, yeah. And he does go into the Corviknight. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt on this turn. I'm not going to risk missing. I didn't have any reason to make the prediction there. I've seen how much damage I'm doing to this. It's not Spadef. A Thunderbolt will definitely knock it out. And the downside is obviously that he gets to go into... goes into Urshifu, and he gets to click a button. So what do I sack off at this point? The bear honestly isn't looking too bad. Does Entei take 1 from Urshifu? I mean, there's no guarantee at this point that... yeah, there's no guarantee that it lives 1. And it's just not worth... I don't think it's worth it. It did look like Jolly Choice Band, but it could have just been Adamant. Nidoqueen. Like, Nidoqueen is absolutely really nice. Wicked Blow from 178. It has a good chance to knock me out. Hydra isn't super necessary, I feel, for this game. Hydra's not super necessary. Do I want to make that read? I think I'm just going to attack. I'm going to attack what's in front of me. And hope he makes a read. He doesn't. I should have gone out to Hydra. There's a chance this doesn't knock me out, but it's a very slim chance. Yeah, it does. Wow, crit. Can't believe he attacks me like that. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, I get to go into Hydra. That was a bad play. That was a bad play. I should have kept that around. I should have kept it around. I think, though, I can just go into this. It's going to be a close endgame. I should be able to go into this, click close combat. Nothing he wants to switch. There's nothing that switches into close combat and then takes the earthquake after. That's annoying. I should have made that read. I should have gone into Hydra. Hydra would have saved me a mon. And considering this endgame is the endgame is going to come down to picking sacks. I always want to be 1 ahead, but I don't think I can just knock out the Raikou in 1 shot. So that's where the issue lies. Go for the earthquake. No reason I shouldn't outspeed this. Raikou comes in after this. Yeah, Raikou comes in. I mean, Urshifu could also come in. If I'm at -1... If I'm -1, I should still... Yeah, I should still take this. I should still take this. And just close combat in return. as we take that pretty comfortably. And close combat should knock this out in return. I want to say the combination of Hydra and Entei should be able to finish this game up. He isn't Choppal himself, so yeah, that goes down. Oh, man, this has been a stressful game. I'm so glad he didn't go Raikou there, because Raikou forced a potential sack on my side. And or like if he is choice locked, he has to lock himself into one move. How much is Hydra's Dark Pulse to a Raikou? Dark Pulse into extreme speed, is that going to do enough? It looks like it should do enough, actually. I'm just going to Earthquake. So he does have the Aura Sphere, that's to be expected. Do I take one, actually? It's not Life Orb or anything, so I think I go into Entei and Extreme Speed twice. I go Entei and I Extreme Speed twice. That is, I believe, my best play. I could also just Sacred Fire, but that could miss. So yeah, I think Extreme Speeding twice is fine here. If he's Expert Belt, then it's going to obviously do a lot of damage. But that's easily... Okay, that's correct. I was going to say it's an easily a 2-hit KO, but I think he is just choice specs. And at this point, I think we're going to pick up... Yeah, oh wow, we take that really nicely, actually. And yeah, we're going to pick up a 2-0 win over Trog. I think I played this game pretty well. I think the Nearly Queen sack was a little bit unnecessary. I could have made that read, but in hindsight, risk versus reward, I think that was the better play. The fact that he went back into the Urshifu after sacking the Galarian Slowking was what really kind of gave me that game. But at the same time, I understand it. It was it looked on paper to be the better play, especially with me at -1. But the Shuffle Berry came in big, and yeah, we are able to pick up the 2-0 win over Trog. In honestly, what I thought was a pretty unwinnable matchup. So that just goes to show that even if I don't think I can win the matchup, as long as I played a sack game right, then it's all good. But yeah, good game to Trog. Make sure to go check out his channel on his side. He is a super underrated YouTuber. Like when I did my video a little while back about, I think it was like the Monster Battle video series, I said to go and check him out as one of my 2 people. Because I really like Trog. He's one of my best friends in the community. Has been for like since day one in my like draft league time. So yeah, make sure to go and check him out. And yeah, if you did enjoy the battle, please leave a like, subscribe for what should now be UPBA playoffs. I think we should all but be confirmed for it at this point. APA playoffs. There's UBL. There's potentially other leagues as well. We'll see. But those 3 for sure, and until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.